Welcome to the Monday morning edition of Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Not enough coffee in the world this morning.
Little rain.
Rain and gloom and doom and Monday to boot.
Well, it's October. It's supposed to be kind of gray and cool, and I love fall.
Yesterday was lovely.
Right? So when you have a nice day, you still have to go
I guess I should just be grateful that it's raining when I'm inside at work.
That's right. Jim actually went to the deck. We have a huge deck in our backyard. Faces south. And he went out on, I think it was Saturday, and fell asleep in a chair.
Oh, wow. Imagine that it was that nice.
Yeah, he said it was just gorgeous out.
Wow.
I was busy getting ready for my pajama party.
Oh, you did that on Saturday night?
I did.
Where was it held?
At my girlfriend's. Yes, it was
How many of you were in your jammies?
I was the only one who showed up in pajamas, but I seriously showed up in pajamas.
Did they trick you? Did they just make you...
I don't think they meant to, but I kind of felt tricked. For a minute there, I was like, all good. Awesome.
What were they all? What were they?
They were just wearing clothes. And I was there standing
there. Did they bring pajamas to change into?
No, there was only one other one that stayed. She did. The others all went home. I don't know why it was called a pajama party. I slept over and I went back home in my pajamas.
Maybe they should have just called it a sleepover.
Well, something.
Pajama party, Luann's the only one in pajamas and everybody else goes home. And the host is probably like, why aren't you leaving?
Yeah, aren't you going home yet? Do you know what time it is?
Oh my gosh.
Big news. Big news. Meghan is pregnant. Meghan Markle.
Oh, I thought you meant Meghan who works here. I was like,
oh, no, I would never say that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Meghan Markle's pregnant.
She's the Duchess?
Yes. Her and Harry.
Harry, the redheaded one.
The redheaded one, yes.
Is this their first?
Yes.
Oh, they just got married.
Yes.
Under the wire. They got married this year?
Your little what?
Under the wire.
Oh, I thought you said your little wire.
No, just under the wire.
Yeah.
How long ago did they get married?
4 months.
Down the aisle and into the...
Tickety boop.
Into the nursery.
Yeah, spring baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how this kid's never going to be king?
No.
So why do we care?
But he'll get all the privileges of being in the royal family.
I don't understand why.
So you know what?
I know people care, but I don't know why we care.
I kind of care. I find it cool. I find it interesting, especially Will and Harry. Charles, I'm not sure I like Charles. I'm sorry. And then there's Camilla. Really? But... Like Camilla. I said, I like the boys. Maybe because they're cute.
Did you watch the wedding?
How vain am I?
Did you watch the wedding when Camilla married Charles?
No.
She got to the front of the church and she ate the bouquet. I'm sorry, that's rude. Right? I shouldn't make fun of people's appearances.
No, you shouldn't.
But if you're the royal family, get your face done.
Well, you know what? Diana and Camilla. Right?
I don't understand. Well, because Camilla rode horses better than Diana, I guess. I don't know. Charles liked somebody.
I am so not going there. I am
back in the saddle again. Remember my story about my dryer?
Yes.
That I drove to Mackinac Island to get a new...
Remember? He drove...
heating element.
And he was like...
I was very cranky because I couldn't... There's no place in Sault Ste. Marie that sells...
Plus he was wearing stinky clothes because they got wet and then he let them sit there and they...
I didn't let them. I had no option.
You hang them up on a clothesline.
It's winter.
In your basement.
I don't have that kind of... I don't have the space. So anyway, so we went and bought a new dryer. Okay, so we drove all the way to get the element to halfway to Mackinac Bridge, got home, put the element in, and it did not work. So we went and bought a new dryer.
So the dryer's blowing cold.
Cold.
So it's actually
running.
And
we tested all the internal fuses, and we changed the fuses in the fuse box on the wall.
Okay, so you did everything right.
No, we didn't do everything right.
What happened?
When we went and bought a new dryer and put that in, $600 later, it didn't heat up. Because the fuses that we checked, one of them, we changed the fuses. One of the ones that we changed a dead fuse with a dead fuse. Don't save dead fuses. I don't know.
Why do you save a dead fuse? Where was that fuse? tell me that dead fuse
In a
was
little-
not in a box.
With a whole bunch. No, but see, a lot of our fuses, we just have like a little plastic container with fuses in it.
Oh.
And then you had sorts when you go, 15 amp, 20 amp, 30 amp, whatever.
Gotcha.
And so we found one. It was like, oh, here we go. This one's new. Is this new? Yeah, this is new.
How can
Still
you tell?
doesn't- On the
Apparently
fuse?
you can't.
Well, normally if there's like a little metal thing, it's like burnt out or it's like a strip is burnt out. But now they make the new, and we discussed this. We were saying, let's go and buy one of the new fuses that has the little pop-up thing. Like it's a screw-in fuse, but there's a little white dot on the top and it pops up if it's blown.
Can
So
you
could-
also tell if you stick your tongue on it?
No, you don't ever do that with a in the fuse box. Can you imagine? Oh! Anyway, so
Michaela
now
was on camera this morning, and her father taught me that trick at CTV
to
for
test
batteries.
for a 9-volt.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah,
It's not fun.
Try that in a car battery, Lou. So anyway, does anybody want to buy a used dryer? Because now I have a brand new dryer and a used dryer, and they both work extremely well. And I actually have an extra heating coil in case you want to buy that to go along with the dryer that I'm now selling.
And if you need a dead fuse, because who doesn't?
Anyway, Mr. Bowser took all the blame, but he doesn't need to take all the blame because I was there too.
Well, you know, it's about being organized, Timothy.
I got to tell you, though, having a shiny new dryer made me feel really good, and I
Yeah,
really love doing laundry.
no
Yes,
doubt.
I was so excited. Is the dryer done yet? I want to go back down and change the load. Woohoo!
Can you set the?
It's got that new dryer smell.
Can you set the buzzer on it?
Oh, you can do everything you want. It's got that. It's got the steam setting. So,
What? Really?
you hook your dryer up to your tap, and it mists your clothes.
Stop it.
I'm not kidding you.
Oh my
And
goodness.
also, it has this wrinkle-free thing where if you don't get to your laundry right after it's
Yes,
done,
yeah.
every once in a while it just tumbles it and rearranges it for 90 minutes afterwards.
You're kidding
to
me.
stop it from wrinkling.
So you don't have to go down and do it yourself and reset
No.
it?
And also the steam thing, if you have clothes that have dried and are wrinkled and
Yes.
maybe did sit a little too long,
Yeah.
the steam thing gets rid of the odors and it steams out the wrinkles. I'm telling you.
I'll buy that one off you.
No. And I was so excited because last night it got late and I went downstairs and I opened the thing and there's a light inside. I never had a light inside my other dryer.
What?
Do you have a light inside your dryer?
Yes.
Oh, my old dryer.
How could you see if you don't have a light?
Yeah, didn't stick your head in the flashlight. Where's
That
my
explains your hair.
Where's
this
my
morning.
Look, it's is it really bad?
No,
Okay,
it's
'cause
lovely.
I couldn't tell.
I'm teasing
What time is it? Are we still talking?
you. We're still talking.
yeah, anything
You're
else?
looking at me like, oh my God, did you watch 60 Minutes last night? It's a ritual for me.
No. Okay,
60
yeah.
Minutes
On
is
Sundays.
supreme journalism, in my opinion.
Who was on?
Donald Trump.
Oh no! No wonder I'm happy.
Boy, oh
Was it
boy,
a good
Leslie
one?
Stahl was very firm with him, and he was very much avoiding everything. Just avoiding all the tough
Really?
questions. Yeah. She said, I want to know why you're in love with, or why you said you love
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un. And he said, well, I do like him. She said, yeah, but you said you love it. Like, she was not letting him off.
You
the
love
hook.
him, and what do you?
And he said, well, you know what? Like, I think that we have a good relationship. And this is what I did. And this is what else I did. And this is what I did. And the economy's awesome, apparently.
What's happening with the Saudis?
Nobody knows.
Is he gonna?
Well, he won't commit to that.
of course he won't, because he owes them a poo ton of money.
And also, he says, you know what? You know what's going to happen?
What?
It's going to be dangerous for them. If I find out
If I find out that they
was
murdered, they
killed,
slaughtered, beheaded, dismembered, killed.
Did they? All of that?
So that's the story, is that he was beheaded anyway.
Good Lord, he went into the embassy.
They killed him in the embassy.
I know.
They were
team.
laying in wait.
There was a team of 15 people that got off a plane, and they followed them with video into, yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. Is
Yes,
this thing.
yes.
Unbelievable.
We'll wait and see.
I can't even. Okay, so
Who's on the show?
I always, you copy you do this to me. Oh, you brought it up again. Trump gets me every time. Who's on the show? There's a really cool store across the river.
Oh.
It's called 4:45, and yes, and the manager is here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so she's going to talk about how cool this store is, and then also who else is coming in? There's all kinds of stuff. I can't remember. I don't remember. You have to stay tuned. There's 3 guests. Oh, I know, and I'm airing a John Howard Society interview I did on Friday.
Oh, good.
With Kevin read about Theo Fleury coming to town.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, but you know what? It's not. Watch the interview, and then somebody else. So stay tuned. And news with her after this on Mornings with Lou and.
Because I love a rainy night. Yeah, I love a rainy night. Well, I love a rainy night. Well,
Hello, Amber.
Hi.
Welcome to ONNtv. You came all the way across the bridge first thing in the morning.
Yep.
How was the traffic?
Dark, rainy, and
The traffic was
good.
dark and rainy.
The traffic was good. There wasn't much.
Thanks for coming over so early.
Yeah.
Okay, so the store is called 4:45.
Yep.
Why?
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 Our prices range from $5 on Saturday and Sunday for all of our product to a quarter on Friday.
What do you mean? Everything in the store is $5.
Everything. Nothing is over $5.
And then it drops down in price?
Yep, every day. Yep, Monday, so Saturday and Sunday is $5.
Yeah.
Monday is $3. Tuesday is $2, and we have a treasure hunt Tuesday where we have treasure boxes that you can find and you can win free product. And then Wednesday, Thursday is $1, and Friday, whatever's left is a quarter.
I just have to tell you that I love the fact that we live right across the bridge from each other. Like just water, just a little bit of water.
Yeah.
But you say dollar.
Well, what is it?
Oh no, it is. If you live there, you say dollar. I say dollar. See how we just, isn't that
okay.
funny? Like we're neighbors,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yet we had that. And you say box. Treasure box.
Yeah,
Say it again.
yeah, box.
Yeah. See, I say treasure box. I love that we. Anyway, hi.
Yeah. Hi.
My American friend. This is an amazing concept. Where did
Yeah.
how can we afford to only pay $5? And wait, before we even get there, because Mike, you're here
Yeah.
because our cameraman Mike loves your store.
Yeah.
He goes
Yeah.
over all the time. Tell us, our viewers, some of the things that you can get for $5.
Okay. Some of the things that I've seen come off the truck,
Yeah.
those Roomba vacuum cleaners, little robot vacuums, steam cleaners, Keurigs,
Keurigs, $5.
game cameras,
Game cameras, $5.
brakes, car parts. I think they're like they're called OBD readers, right? Is that what they're called? Where you can plug into your vehicle. They retail for like $300, $5. Pellet guns, toys.
And then it goes down.
And down, yep. Kitchen supplies, home decor.
Now, the concept, how is it possible that I could buy a Keurig for $5 and maybe even a quarter?
Well, we buy everything from a large online retailer.
Okay.
And it's all overstock and seasonal items.
Fucking seasonal. See? Love this. We don't have that on our side.
Nope.
Is this a unique concept? It
is. It
so
is.
who owns the store? Can I ask that?
Yeah, Tina Tebow owns the store.
Hi, Tina
She's,
Tebow.
Hi, Tina.
So
She's
she owns
like
the
a
store.
Sioux native, yeah.
Sioux, Michigan native.
Yep.
And you moved up from where? Boyne?
Boyne City. Mhm.
Boyne City.
Yep.
You love it. Your husband
do.
was Coast Guard?
He was Coast Guard, yep.
That is so cool.
Yep. Yeah.
What an
And we
exciting
like the
life
area,
that
so-
he had, eh?
Yeah, it was fun.
But you settled back in now
We
it's
did.
in St. Marie.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so anyway, Tina got the idea how?
So her father had moved to Tennessee,
Okay.
and they had stores that were similar to this down there.
The concept.
And yep.
And he
he
said,
said, we
"Tina,
need
baby,
one in
you
the
need-"
zoo. And she said, okay. So, and here we are.
So she got a storefront.
Yep.
On Ashman, right downtown.
Yep, 2510 Ashman. It's right between Pet Supply and Goodwill.
Okay.
Yep.
And what is Monday through?
7 days a week. 7 days a week. Yep.
What are your hours
We
like?
open on Sunday through Friday. We are open from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. until 7.
Ooh, till
And-
7. That's good. So
Yeah.
if we get off work over here, we have time to get over there.
Yep, and new hours. We just actually added that to 7 o'clock.
That's
recently.
good. You know, that's one of the things they discovered about in our downtown. One of the issues with
Everything
people
closes
not-
early.
Too early.
Yeah.
You know, you work until 5 o'clock, 5:30, or maybe
Yeah.
you want to go home and have a quick dinner or something
Right.
before you go out. So that's
Right.
great. Okay,
Yep.
okay, open till 7.
Yep. And then Saturday which is our restock day, where all of our new product comes out. We're open from 8 o'clock in the morning till 7.
Wow.
Yep.
So earlier on Saturdays.
Yep. And then we have, if you're there by 7:45 in line, you'll get a ticket, and then you get entered in for a chance to win a line prize.
Are you getting lineups?
Mhm. Oh yeah.
They get
Every week.
lineups?
Yep. Every Saturday and Friday we get lineups.
Lineups? That's what retailers hope for.
Right.
And how many staff do you have?
12. We have 12 staff. Yep.
Tina Tebow. See, now that's another great thing. That's a substantial number
it
of
is.
employees for.
Yep, especially in a small town.
Small town.
Yep.
Good for her.
Yeah.
You opened when?
March. So about the end of March, our store was open.
So that. I don't even know what else to say. I mean, what's the best thing that what's your favorite thing you ever bought from the store?
Oh, I don't have a favorite because it's always different. There's
How do you
always
even,
new
you
stuff
know
that
what?
comes in.
There's a store here called Winners. Do you have Winners in the States?
No.
Okay, so
No.
we have this store called Winners, and it's like, you love Winners? Okay, that's. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Leanne.
Leanne works in the store, and she came for a visit. Hi, Leanne. I love Winners too. It's same thing as like designer discounts, and it's all overstock, and it's sent to this one store, and they. But I said I could never work there. Because if I worked there, I would end up just like all my whole paycheck would go.
Yeah.
But with your paycheck for $5, you could have so much stuff. Okay, so what else do we need to know? Store hours, 10 o'clock until 7 o'clock, and Saturdays open from 8 until 7.
8 till 7, yep.
Everything from car parts to coffee makers to kitchen supplies.
And we get, and then later in the week we have the things that, a pack of pencils isn't gonna sell for $5.
Right.
But that'll sell on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
For $3.
I mean, we found people
Tell
on
me
Friday
again how
have
the prices
found.
go down.
Yep. So
Stores?
Saturday and Sunday, everything is $5.
$5.
Yep. And then Monday is $3. And then Tuesday is a treasure hunt Tuesday for $2.
Okay.
And then Wednesday, Thursday is $1.
Yeah.
And Friday is a quarter.
Quarter to 5. See that? Okay, I'm coming over.
You should.
I can imagine Saturdays when you open, like when you unload all the new stock.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what time do you guys have to start stocking the store for?
Friday night after we close, we stock.
Whoa.
Over 10,000 items every week.
Whoa.
Yeah, and
Oh, how
right now
exciting.
we have our Halloween deal where on top of our 10,000 normal items, we have an additional 10,000 Halloween items.
Okay. I don't know how everybody feels about this, because they talk about cross-border shopping and a shop in Canada, but chances are the stuff that you're buying over there is probably made in the USA, and we would buy it here anyway, just made in.
But you could go get it there and then sell it over here.
Listen to her, full of ideas. Anyway,
Is that legal?
I'm all about. I don't know. All I know is I'm all about bargains. So if I can
Right.
get a Keurig for $5, I'm
Yeah.
all over that. I don't
Yep.
care if I buy it in the U.S. of A. or China. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Amber. 4:45 is the store. Ashman 2510.
2510, yep.
2510 Ashman.
Yep.
And we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
My baby takes the morning train. He works from 9 till 5, and then he takes a
Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby.
I remember who my other interview is.
Oh, good for you.
After John Howard,
That's
it's
good because they're here.
Yeah, they're from Maitland Motors. I think her name is Melissa. It's Melissa from Maitland Motors, and they've got a thing called Halloween Spooktacular. So that's coming up after the news.
Awesome.
What'd you
Okay.
learn while you were away?
You know what? We were talking about Meghan Markle being pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah. And Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson
They broke up.
broke up.
I don't even know. I know who she is because you
They're
told me
not
about her
engaged.
ponytail.
They canceled the engagement and split.
Who's Pete Davidson?
I don't know. her ex now. He's an ex.
The man who'll never be Mr. Ariana Grande.
No, he's in the music business, but I'm not sure to what extent or what his role is.
He's got the sort of
Yeah.
the white hair and the bags under his eyes.
Yes,
and the big,
yes.
Yeah.
And she's got the ponytail.
He looks like he needs
Right
some
up here.
sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I should try that though, because it would lift
What, the
my whole
ponytail?
face, right?
Yeah.
I could look like Pebbles.
You could look like Bam Bam.
Bam, bam. Absolutely. Hey, you know what?
No, I never know anything you have to say.
Remember the Thai soccer team that was stuck in the cave for a bazillion years? Those little boys?
Yes, a bazillion years. And I remember I said the Thai boys. That was,
Thai boys,
no,
yeah.
you don't say that.
They're going to be on Ellen.
The whole team?
The whole team's going to be on Ellen. Isn't
they
that
speak English?
awesome? Some do.
Could be an interesting interview if they don't.
Well, I'm sure they've made arrangements.
How many of them are there? There were 12 of them in there?
12.
I forget.
Yes, with the coach 13, I believe.
I think so.
So isn't that awesome?
I guess.
She is always such a fun, uplifting. She's very positive, so I'm sure this is going to be awesome. And
There's
you know
more.
what else?
Gosh, you were busy in that 5 minutes.
It's Girl Guide cookie time. I know.
I hate the chocolate mint.
Oh, Jim loves those.
Well, send them to their house. Just bring me the vanilla.
I like the plain chocolate.
Bring them to her house. Just
don't like
bring
the-
me the vanilla.
Really?
Do I have to say it one more time?
Yeah.
Just bring me the vanilla.
Just the vanilla, apparently. I'll take the chocolate and the mint chocolate. Apparently, this year there's 8 new box designs.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Does that make them taste different?
No.
Then I don't get it. Am I being negative today?
You're
I don't
being
care
a
about Meghan
crank.
Markle. I don't know who Ariana Grande's ex-fiance is, and I don't care about the boxes of the Girl Guide cookies. Why was there a little boy selling apples and a carton of milk outside the Metro on the other
Scouts.
day? Okay, he didn't have anything that said Scouts. I just thought he was like a little guy who came off a farm.
Oh, maybe you thought he was an orphan.
Did you come here orphan? Anyway,
You're
I didn't
good.
buy an apple because I didn't trust him. He should have had a little Scout.
Well, for goodness sakes, it's an apple. You think he poisoned it, Snow White? Like he's a kid. Yeah, he's got those razor blades stuck in there.
You never know. He might have been a kid, or he might have been a man in a little kid suit.
You're just cranky.
I don't know what.
You're just
more
cranky.
coffee. I told you there wasn't enough coffee in the world today.
Well,
to get
you
me.
know what? Apparently there isn't enough
Are you
coffee.
going to read me good news today?
I'm going to read some good news today, and that's coming up right after this commercial break. Stay with us. It's Mondays. Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim on TV.
Empty.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock.
It is my pleasure to welcome to the show Kevin Reed from the John Howard Society. Kevin, happy 50th anniversary.
Thank you very much, Tim.
You don't look your age. Tell me, you've been with the John Howard Society for how long now?
About 3.5 years now.
But that, you're no stranger to the social services.
No, not at all,
You
no.
were with Community Living Algoma for a couple of decades.
Yep, yes,
Yeah.
I was.
You love your work, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
So tell me about the 50th anniversary of John Howard. What's going on? What's the concept behind it?
For the 50th year, we struck a committee about a year ago now,
Okay.
and we wanted to do something different. So we decided to we have a pay it forward theme for this year.
All right, pay it forward.
So what that means is on an individual basis and as an organizational basis, we've been recognizing people in the community that are doing amazing things. And as an organization, on a monthly basis, we've been trying to do something a little bit for the community.
So can you give me some examples of things you've done? So as an entire agency, you guys have committed to go out and do some things to make a difference.
Yeah. So 1 month, the people that could, they went and donated blood drive.
All the the staff.
Yeah, the staff went. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Other examples or?
We open up to John Howard for parades and use it as a cooling station or a warming station, whatever it is. And
Nice.
It's whatever, hot chocolate for the warming station and water for the cooling station.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. We've had staff that have done individual things where they've donated their time to the James Street Market. We had a staff that donated time there.
I love that concept of the James Street Market. You know why? Because I believe that to bring people who feel like they're not included in a community, to make them feel more involved and engaged, don't expect them to come to you. We go to them.
Absolutely.
We go to their neighborhoods and we visit them and we say, hey, we want to meet you. We want you to be part of our city.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely,
I think it worked with Gore Street. And I hope it works with James Street.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm glad you were involved in that too.
We had one staff that did some team building. We have team building things that we do with John Howard. So they-
you offer that to other agencies,
Yeah,
right?
so they offered it to the homeless prevention team. So so there's a lot of little things we've been doing on an organizational
You have time.
basis.
Tell our viewers the story about the gentleman that you worked with who found himself homeless.
Yeah, so there's a gentleman that I supported, and I actually spoke to him this morning, so he's okay with me sharing this story.
All right.
He had some traumatic life events that happened to him, and then because of those events, over the course of years, he found himself homeless.
Mm-hmm.
So we were engaged with him at the shelter, and we were getting him. We were going to get him housed again. So things like he had to get his taxes done and that. So in the process of getting his taxes done.
And you helped him with that.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
This is one of the services. You see, people. I don't think people understand some of the work that you guys do. Amazing. It makes a huge difference. Getting your life in order.
There's a lot of people involved in that. It's just So
okay, so he gets his taxes.
So he gets his taxes done, and he gets a rebate from the GST Trillium. Wasn't a lot, but it was something, because he was getting housed again. He was going to need that money for incidentals about when you're getting an apartment and that. So he's at the shelter, and he notices somebody behind the shelter that's going through the clothing bin at the back of the shelter, and he's watching
from the window from inside.
From outside. He's just watching, and there's this woman that's going through the clothing bin, and he's watching and just seeing what was going on.
Yeah.
So after a while, he decides to go back there, and it turns out that this woman was had children, and she was looking for clothes for her children. So this person, being the person that he is, he had this Walmart card that he converted from his rebates, pulls out the Walmart card, gives it to the woman, and says, "You need this more than I do." So we wanted,
transitioning from homelessness.
Yeah,
he says, "You need this."
Yeah.
Talk about paying it forward.
Exactly. So we wanted to make sure we recognize him. He didn't want to be recognized in a big way, but we did some things for him.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing. And that happens we get to see that all the time in our work. So when we do get to see it, we get to recognize people. So we've done that too.
And now one of the biggest things for the 50th anniversary is Theo Fleury's coming to town.
Absolutely. That's our signature event.
Tell me, wow.
Yeah.
You've had dealings with the people who are sort of book Theo in and stuff. And so you've learned a lot about what he talks about and what he's done with his life since his trauma.
Yeah, absolutely.
So go ahead.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it, Tim.
Okay.
That what's happened is the story of Theo Fleury is known, but what he's using.
If anybody doesn't know, he was sexually assaulted and abused by was it a coach?
Yeah, by a coach.
Okay.
And he's had other traumas in his life, and then he had addictions throughout his hockey career and mental health issues and all sorts of things like that. So he's using that platform.
He has lived experience with trauma.
Yes, exactly.
And this is where he's coming from when he.
Yeah. So he's, in the last, I'd say about 10 years, he's with the same tenacity that he did as a 5'6" hockey player.
I didn't know this. You told me, because I don't know hockey. You told me he was a bit of a. Was he a scrapper?
Oh yeah. He was a tough guy.
He was a tough player.
Yeah,
right?
and being at that size is so he's using that same tenacity.
Dirty.
Yeah.
But tenacious.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
using that kind of chutzpah.
Yeah.
This is how he's approached his trauma.
Exactly. So
trauma.
he's learned about trauma and the effects it has on people, and he's gone through his own healing process. So it's his own experience plus what all the experts in the field are saying now. And over the last 10 years, it's amazing. Our evenings called Connections and Conversations, and what Theo says is that he took the cotton batting out of his ears and put it into his mouth, and he's listened to so many people. He's talked to high school students, he's talked to university students, he's talked to athletes, he's talked to first responders, he goes to correctional facilities and talks to the inmates and the staff. He's been to over 300 First Nation communities to talk to people.
I didn't know this part of this story about he's become reconnected to his indigenous roots.
Through this process, he self-identifies himself as the proudest Métis person in Canada. Yeah.
So that's part of his healing.
It is. It's also his learning too. Everywhere he goes, he's learning. He's listening to people. The night is just going to be for people that if there's something you're dealing with on an individual basis or trauma in general, the trauma that we deal with in the community and the things that go on, he's going to come and talk to us and it's not only going to be inspirational, but it's going to be instructive too because of what he's learned and what he's going to share with us.
Does he have a book that's currently out?
He has a couple of books.
Okay.
He has a book. He's selling them he's going to sign them too. So there's 2 books that he'll be bringing.
Brilliant.
to
This
sell.
is all happening at the Marconi Club?
At the Marconi Club, yeah.
What's the date?
The date is November 1st, and the doors open up at 5.
Well, that's just coming up in like 2 weeks' time.
Yes, it is.
Oh, when do we? I don't even know. When we finish this interview, I have to find out when you want me to air this because we're recording this in advance. But we'll put it on air in lots of time for people to know about this. Where can they get tickets?
It's on Eventbrite. So if you just Google Eventbrite Sault Ste. Marie, there'll be a bunch of events that'll come up. You just come down to the Theo Fleury event. hit it and then fill
I think
it out.
also I found it. I just went to the John Howard website, and I believe there was a link also to it because
yeah.
I saw the picture and the.
We've been trying to get the word out with
Okay.
posters and
So now,
Facebook.
are you getting a meal with this?
Yes.
So it's like it's $45.
Yeah.
Got a beautiful meal at the Marconi. We know that.
Yep.
And then Theo, and there's an opportunity then to meet him afterwards and for the book
Exactly.
signing and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Sounds like an incredible event.
It's going to be, to me, I think it could be, for different people, it could be life-changing. It could be an important moment for this community, too. I know people don't realize what he's gone through in the last 10 years, especially, and what he's learned and what he can share with
His
us.
journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
His journey. And what did you say? He says you're never healed,
Yeah, he says you're never healed, you're always healing.
always healing.
Yes.
And part of his healing is sharing
Yeah.
all of this with other people.
Exactly.
And we're all learning together.
Yeah.
Amazing. Hey, Kevin, a pleasure.
Thank you so much for
Hey,
your time.
come back anytime.
Thank you
And
very
tell
much.
Suzanne Lejean I said hello.
I certainly will.
And we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
Lean on me. We are not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. You might think I'm foolish, baby, it's untrue. You might think I'm crazy. All I want is you.
The Cars, Mario
How
says.
about it? That's a class. If I had to pick one lead-in song for us, it
That would
would have
be it?
been "You Might Think" by the Cars. That would have been it.
Hey everybody, guess who's here? Okay, first of all, Helen O'Brien from St. Mary's College. Which club are you with?
I'm in the Social Justice Club at
The
St. Mary's.
Social Justice Club, a responsible young lady taking care of the world. Mario Roqueta.
Hey, it's me.
¿Cómo estás, bene?
I am good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks
We're
for
happy to
being
be here.
here,
Thank
Mario.
you.
And now, Melanie Fullerton, I owe you an apology. I said Melissa before we came to air, and it's Melanie, not Melissa, from Maitland Ford. Thank you all for being here.
It's our pleasure.
We're
Thank
talking
you.
about scare hunger. Boo! Go away, hunger. So, Helen, let's start with you. How did you get involved? Where did the idea come from? Go.
Yeah, so when I was in grade 9, I just joined the club, and our first event every year is We Scare Hunger. And
Oh, this is an ongoing event.
yes.
Okay.
So it's been 4 years since we've been, as a community doing it.
Oh, so you mean you got in at the ground level right away?
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool, all right.
So it was our first event, and throughout the years, I just went higher in the club. Now I'm just the leader of the club.
The leader of the Social Justice Club. Good for you.
Yeah.
Proud. Okay.
So,
And now let's go down to Melanie, because Melanie, Ford Canada is a big sponsor of the We Day. You want to talk about that a little bit? Meet a We?
Yes, so the We Movement and Ford Canada partnered up to do the Scare Hunger program.
Oh, so this initiated the whole Scare Hunger thing started with the
With Ford and We.
Ford and We.
Right? Yeah.
For people who don't know, the Meet a We Foundation, Craig Kilburn and his brother started the We Foundation because Craig was 12 years old. He heard about stuff that was happening with child labor and starvation and all the stuff that was going on across the ocean in Africa and other places, and he decided that he could make a difference, and so he did by taking one local movement and one global movement, and that became the basis of We.
Right.
We haven't had We Days, but we have had You the Sioux Days, and you went to both of them.
yes.
You attended one, and then you were a crowd pumper for the other one. Did you enjoy the You the
I
Sioux?
did, yeah.
It's like a mini. We call it like a mini We Day, but
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to a full We Day, and I'm hoping to soon.
I hope you get to
Yeah.
also. I was telling you before, I was fortunate enough to go to the one in Radio City Music Hall and the
Yeah.
one in Ottawa, and what an amazing event! 16,000 youth and all these motivational speakers and stuff. Did you get to meet Spencer West though when he was in town?
Yeah.
You did, didn't you?
Yes.
Spencer West is the gentleman who ended up having. He is now just a torso. He doesn't have legs, nothing below his pelvis, and he climbed Mount Kilimanjaro on his hands. Incredible. I mean, he's all about you can do anything, right?
Yeah.
So we can scare hunger. Mario, how'd you get involved?
I've been involved again, just kind of right from the get-go. Judith Kovala, who's dealer operations with Maitland Ford Canada, she reached out to me in an email several years ago and basically said, "Hey, I heard that over the years you've been doing some work with the Huron Superior Catholic District School Board
Yes.
and your students there. Would you be interested in partnering with Maitland Ford Lincoln?" And I wrote back right away. I said, "Of course I'm interested. The thing is, I'm actually teaching at Sioux College this year.
Right.
How do you feel about getting not just my previous students involved with the Huron Superior Board, but also my current Sioux College students. And she loved the idea, and since then we pretty much all came together. So over the years we've had Sioux College and St. Mary's College be the consistent force. We've
So Sioux College was involved previously?
Sioux College has been involved pretty much since the beginning with Maitland Ford, yeah. And then since then, over the years, we've had St. Paul Catholic School get involved, Holy Family Catholic School, St. Mary's French Immersion, and so many other great people in the community. So it's grown bigger and bigger each year, and I think we're upwards of close to 30,000 non-perishable items that have been collected over the past several years.
Holy smokes! So
thank
now,
you, Sault Ste. Marie. You guys are amazing.
No kidding, Melanie. So what are we looking for? What are we looking to collect?
Any non-perishable food items, even things like toiletries, like toilet paper, Kleenex, toothpaste,
toothbrushes,
anything like that. Anything non-perishable.
Anything non-perishable that's going to help somebody who is less fortunate than we are, that's either hungry or needs these. Just the essentials of life.
Right.
Tell me about the Pinos thing, because this is interesting. You've been doing community outreaches, yes? Going to different locations to collect for the drive.
Yeah.
When are you going to be at Pinos?
Okay, so we were at Pino's last weekend, and we'll be there again this weekend. So next weekend, it's mainly Sioux College who will be there.
All right. So watch for those volunteers if you're at Pinos this weekend. And is there any kind of a sign that's going to say Scare Hunger that they're going to know that you're there?
You absolutely cannot miss us. We will get you on the way in and on the way out. So,
no kidding?
Yeah, and the people have been great here in the Sioux. So
well, the concept is great of being somewhere like Pinos too, because then if you happen to show up and you're going grocery shopping and you pick up a can of soup or something, and there you go. You just spent 70 cents and you're feeding somebody, right? And on your way out, you put that can in and you're good to go. And you'll also take cash. Is that right, Melanie?
Absolutely.
So where else are you collecting cans through the schools? Will the school children at those schools you mentioned at St. Mary's, will they be collecting as well?
Yeah, so at the end of the month, we'll have a dress down day, so the kids will be able to dress up for Halloween. And to dress up, they just have to bring in a can. And
so that's their pass, to be able to not wear a uniform and to be involved in the dress up day as for Halloween. Dress down and dress up, right? And bring in a non-perishable item. Now, Mario, what about at Sioux College? Are they doing a drive there as well?
We definitely always have a bin open and ready for donations for our food bank there, as well as for this particular campaign with We Scare Hunger. And we've also been at Rome's Independent Grocer. Chris Rome and the staff there have been absolutely so giving,
very community minded.
So we've completed that portion of it, but like you said, this Saturday, for anyone in the community looking to come out, we definitely want to see them at Pinos.
At any time to Maitland Ford.
At any time, you can drop any donations off at Maitland Ford in the showroom.
And where are you located? Tell the audience just in case they don't know.
1124 Great Northern Road.
So does that put us in the area of Cambrian Mall?
No, we're just north of the hospital.
Oh, you're up that way. All right.
Yes.
You know what you can do? You can go to the Max Mart across the street, buy a canned good, and bring it over.
I love it.
Yes.
I'm just thinking about
we like to say
logistics.
we're up in Ford country.
Up in Ford country. I'm glad we straightened that out, because a lot of the dealerships are down further south, but you're up there. Okay, good to know. Can you share with us, all of you, just chime in and let us know, where are these donated items going?
Sure.
Where will they be distributed?
St. Vincent.
Where else?
Salvation Army.
Pauline's Place.
Pauline's Place.
Our local soup kitchen.
Yes.
Women in Crisis.
Sioux College.
And Sioux College Food Bank.
Absolutely.
That's right. So, it's basically, you're helping out so many different agencies in the city, so many different people in the city, all across the city.
Right.
But it's so simple because just donate in one place and everything is taken care of. Exactly. So once again, Maitland Ford, anytime.
Anytime.
And Sioux College?
Anytime.
Anytime. And what about St. Mary's College? If somebody just walked in and said, I want to donate, would they say?
You have to talk to the office, but anytime.
But if you have kids at St. Mary's College,
you could give it to them.
Get them dressed up and dressed down, and give them some non-perishable items to bring in. And so, how in the past, how successful has this drive been?
It's been amazing. I know that year one, we had somewhere around 7,500 cans.
Yeah.
And then every year since, it's been about 10,000. So like I said, we're probably upwards or over 30,000.
30,000 items right brought in since the beginning of Scare Hunger.
Yeah.
And so if people want more information, is there any way they can go to get more information about Scare Hunger? Is there like a Facebook page or anything posted anywhere? No.
I know that in terms of getting general information, the we.org site would be great.
Okay.
And then the local.
I mean, you can visit our maitlandford.com.
Yeah?
Some information.
There you go. And that also gets them to your website,
That's right.
maitlandford.com, because you're doing good things for the community, so you deserve some payback too. Get some
That's
traffic on to Maitland Ford. I can't thank you all enough for being here.
Thank you.
So it is the Scare Hunger campaign. It goes right through to the end of October. And so bring your non-perishable goods this weekend to Pino's, or Maitland Ford anytime, Sioux College anytime, and of course the kids from St. Mary's College would appreciate your support, as well as all those, name the elementary schools again.
St. Paul Catholic School, St. Mary's French Immersion, and we've also had a Holy Family helping out over the years too.
Fantastic. Let's all scare hunger together, and this is all staying local, which is another great thing.
Absolutely.
Helping out our friends and neighbors. And we'll be back to say goodbye with Luann after this, so don't go anywhere on Morning with Luann and Tim.
You're blue and you don't know where to go to. Why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day.
What a busy morning this has been.
You've just been running.
I need to stop talking now.
Gee, that's a shame.
But I timed it out just right.
Yes, you did.
1 minute to go.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
What, are you coming back at 10:30?
I'm coming back at 10:30 for a top story.
Okay. I'm taping an interview after you're done that.
Okay.
With Trish Rainoni.
Oh, yes.
She's in town because they're going to be doing a TV series or something here in Sault Ste. Marie. So we're going to do an interview with that and air it later on and get you some information on that.
Oh,
so.
that sounds like fun.
I know.
And then you're going to show up for tomorrow, right?
What's tomorrow?
Tuesday.
I guess if I must come back and make a living, then I shall. Will you be here too?
Sounded so excited.
Will you be here also?
I will be here with bells on.
Well, that will make it worth my while then.
There you have it. You get to sit with me and get money, too, at the same time.
Okay, that's the only reason I'd spend time with you. Ladies and gentlemen, you take us out. I said hello, you say goodbye.
Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day, guys.